Hello, children of God. Mama Melly here, your minister of health, music, and the Word of God. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make these knitted washcloths. Me and my friend Joanne, and she made this one for me as a gift, and this is a ministry for her, as it was for my husband's late grandmother, who used to knit these for everyone. And when she passed, we all really missed having these. So when I went to a women's meeting and saw that Joanne was giving these out, I was very moved and inspired and asked her if she would please teach me how to do this. And she was kind enough to do that for me. And now I want to share with you. So first thing that you're going to need is some yarn, and you do want cotton yarn because it absorbs moisture better than anything synthetic. So here's some yarns you can choose from. You can get them at Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby has a 40% off coupon every week that you can use. The smaller ball of yarn will make a smaller washcloth. You will also need a pair of size 10.5 knitting needles and one of these fat darning needles will come in handy in the end, as you will see. And we're ready to get going then. First, Joanne's going to demonstrate to you the steps that are written below in the description, and then I will give you the beginner's version, nice and slow.
Now you take the short end to do the wrapping around. Okay, there you go, 4 stitches.
Okay, so for casting on, you're going to give yourself about 5 extra inches. Go around your finger. Then take your needle, put one side over the other side. And then again, one side over the other side. And then that makes a little knot that's going to hook on to the end of your needle. Okay, so now to put the first 4 on, it's called casting on. Take your tail and loop it around your finger. Then put your needle through the loop you just created. Then wrap your yarn around the top and then loop that over. And there you have 2 on there. We're going to have a total of 4. So we're going to do it again. Make a little loop. Put your needle through the loop, wrap around, bring your loop over the end. There you got 3. You're going to do that one more time. You're going to have 4, and that's how you're going to get everything started. We go into that top stitch, we go around, we go through. Normally we'd slip off, but because we need to add another stitch, we're going to actually go back in to the top stitch. We're going to go around and we're going to go through that top one until we have 2 on here. And then we're going to slip it off so that we have 2. Okay? Now, then we just go into the top stitch, around, through, and off. That's how we make a regular stitch. In, around, through and off, in, around, through, and off. Now you can see we have 5 stitches on there. So you repeat that So now I just want to explain to you the concept so that the next part makes more sense to you. You're actually starting your knitting right down here with those 7 stitches. And each time you're going to be adding a stitch. And you're going to be adding that stitch right here at this portion that's making the pretty border, okay? And then when you get to the midpoint, then you're going to be subtracting a stitch. So you're actually knitting a diamond shape.
So we've got 7 stitches on there now. Now we start adding 1 stitch for every row. So you knit 3, and yarn over, and then knit 4.
So once you have your 7 stitches on, you're going to start adding a stitch. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to go in to the top stitch. We're going to go around, through, and off. We're going to go in, around, through, and off. One more time. In, around, through, and off. Now you see we have 3 on our right hand needle. So now we're just going to whoop it around, and then you're going to go into your 5th stitch, and then you have 5 stitches over here, and that is going to start making your pattern. And that is what you're going to do on right after the 3rd stitch on every row up to the halfway point.
Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So you knit 2, knit 2 together, yarn over, and knit 2 more together, and then knit straight across.
Okay, so you will be at the halfway point when you have 41 stitches on your needle. And if you want to get fancy, you can use a counter. So now I'm going to show you how to reduce 1 stitch and still make that pattern on the last half of your washcloth. So you do 2 regular stitches, and then you're going to put your needle through 2 at one time and pull them through and off. Then you're going to add a stitch like you did on the way up. Just wrap it around your 1, and then you're going to go through 2 once more. So that's going to reduce your stitches. Okay, so here we are with the last 7. I always like to grab my yarn around my pinky just to get kind of a nice tight grip on it. Now we're going to go under the top 2. And then you just knit the rest of them in the line single, and you're going to do that for this next 3 rows until you have 4 left on your needle.
knit 1, knit 2, and pull it through. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, take the scissors and leave about that much. And you be sure you have that turned the right way. Run that through the hole and pull it, and you've got it done. Now, this is a yarn needle. You run it through here, put it through the place that it came out of, and push it through. Until it comes out there. Then you run that through. I don't do it the same way every time, but you just kind of have to thread it through and then go along the edge and wind it around. Okay. And put it in the needle again and hold it tight here and pull it through. There you go.
Well, there you have it. This is Joanne's washcloth that she made. Over here is mine, and I haven't weaved my ends back in yet. I do that on the beginning and on the end because I'm still not coordinated enough to weave the tail in at the beginning like she does. The bigger, thicker yarn does really make a bigger washcloth, even if you add a row. Also, mine's not perfect, as you can see. But that's okay. It's a washcloth, okay? I mean, for a gift, you know, a lot of them turn out great for me. Every once in a while, there's a little fudge in there, and I usually keep those for me. So you can do this, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be perfect and cool, and you can just have fun with it. Show people the love of God with these, and just bless people. And every time they do their dishes, they'll think of you and pray for you. And you can pray for people while you're doing these, and you can also watch some really great preaching and inspirational stuff. I will put a link in the description to an end time series by a preacher that you're gonna love. So that'll keep you busy for hours. That's all we got for now, children. So give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, but most of all, keep the Word of God in your heart, on your mind, and coming out your mouth.